So the way I like to describe it is we're getting Missouri in the game, and we're trying to help Missouri win the game. The getting in the game is the marketing piece. It's persuading companies, making them aware of the advantages Missouri has to offer as a business location, so that when some company out there is in a position to expand and needs a new location, hopefully if we're doing our job well of raising the awareness of Missouri, convincing them that Missouri could be a good place for them to put their business, hopefully that means we get on that list of states that company is willing to consider. And of course that list of states may be all 50, it may be a couple dozen, it may just be 2 or 3, but as long as we have a spot on that list, that's the first step. There's no way we're going to get to the end game, which is to actually recruit the company, if we're not even part of the conversation to begin with. So that marketing part, getting us in the game, that's very important for us to have a shot at this. Again, I go back to those of you who are in private business. If you're with a bank and you're trying to get a customer, well, no way that customer is going to pick your bank if they don't even know you exist, let alone if they don't know what advantages you happen to offer versus some other bank that's out there. It's the same thing for us. We don't assume that everybody knows everything about Missouri. I certainly know from traveling a lot, and when I tell people I live in Missouri, I've had plenty of people confuse Missouri for some other state in the country. Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, whatever it is. Missouri, it isn't as well known as a Texas, a Florida, California, New York. That's okay, not a lot of states are, but if we're trying to compete and get Missouri on the radar screen for companies we're looking to expand, then that means we've got to pretty aggressively get out there and raise Missouri's image, but also define what that image is. And we wanted, of course, to define it in a positive way. People need to be thinking of Missouri, but also thinking of Missouri as a good place to do business. That's the first step for us to get on that list of locations that companies are willing to consider. So if we've gotten ourselves in the game, then the next step, of course, is to win the game. It's to win the business from that company who's expressed an interest in our state. And we do that as a team effort. We work with groups like the Springfield Chamber of Commerce and their multi-county regional organization. We work with local counties and their chambers and economic development groups. We work with utility companies because, of course, they want to see more customers on their footprint. There's a lot of different players involved in this effort, but it's ultimately a team effort to try to convince an individual company that they want to put their location here in Missouri. So that's what it means to try to help win the game.